Okay. Okay. I am back with a beanie. I will explain. You'll have to get used to this sort of look now. Um, there is a reason for all of this. Let's just give it a few seconds so that people can hopefully discover this live stream. And I'm just moving the camera a little bit here. I will get things sorted as we go, I guess. So, I am looking now for the first time at myself here doing a live stream with a beanie on, and you will notice something there, which is my website address. And there's a reason for all of this. I wish it didn't have to be like this, but what I can say is that this is a solution to a problem, and I've come up with this solution. Hopefully, it will solve the problem. And okay. So, some time ago, I said this will be my last public live stream. From now on, I said I will only do members only live streams. And the reason, and I'll give you the short version here. The reason is that I was seeing more and more of my content being stolen. There are people out there who will be shrieking. What's the term? Fair use or something like that. And they will keep shrieking that. That's okay. Well, actually, it's not okay, because to me, having things taken out of context so that it will fit the narrative of some stupid YouTuber out there is not okay. I have a reputation I need to think of my reputation as a novelist, and it's always like if you take something out of context, which these people do, it doesn't look good, right? And I've had that happen quite a few times. I will get back to that actually, but that's the reason why I thought, stop doing live streams. But I discovered one thing looking at the problem. I discovered that these people are not interested in stealing stuff if the content creator's website address or something like that is in the frame. So what they would do is, and I often put my website address, my website is my main platform, and I often put that at the bottom of the screen. But they would just cut it out, they would just put a frame around my face and cut out all of that. It's more difficult to cut it out now, I would say. And I have discovered that these people are normally not interested in stealing other people's content if that means that they will also be showing like the website address or something like that, for that other person, the creator of the original content. I hope you get what I'm saying here. These people are greedy and they are stealing so that they will get ad revenue for themselves. That's why they do it. They don't have talent, so they steal other people's stuff. And one thing is when they steal your stuff and they call you an idiot or something like that. That doesn't really, well, they shouldn't do that, but it's not a disaster. It's much worse when you have people you do not want to be associated with stealing your content and taking it out of context and expressing some kind of support. So That's why I came up with this beanie. I had this beanie lying around, and it has a Velcro thing here, and I put my website address here. And those who will be shrieking, "Oh, you're trying to advertise for yourself," you can go and funnel yourself in a dark room all by yourself. I don't care about you people who are saying that. So, well, you can check out my website address. That would be nice, of course, but mainly this is a preventive measure. That's why I keep. That's why I have this beanie here, and I hope it works. I think it will. So that's how it is. Also, I've put my camera, my webcam or whatever they call it, closer to my pretty face so that you can. It's yeah, and it's also on the wall. But they would just cut that out. They would put the frame. Oops, let's see, right up here. That's where they would cut it, right? So yes, another thing, I have an analytical mind, and when I encounter a problem, I want to find the reason. I want to solve the problem. So I have in the past been talking a lot about shadow banning. And there is certainly such a thing as shadow banning, even though YouTube would never admit to that. But there is one thing that I didn't think about. So I will take you back many years now, first of all. Many years to when I started creating content for, well, the online world, globe. Difficult word. I started writing blog posts on said website. And what I discovered was that whenever I had a blog post, maybe not going viral, but taking off a little bit, it would take off, and then suddenly the traffic stopped. And when the traffic stopped, that's when someone else stole my post and put it on their own website. And it would happen very often. And there are people out there who say that, oh, they are actually advertising for your content. No, that's not how it works. That's a myth. That's not how it works. And I get it. Many people have clicked themselves out of this live stream, rewatching it, I guess, by now, because you're not interested in this. But I am, and that's why I'm going to talk about this. It affects my work, and it affects my daily life. So I thought back then, when I was writing blog posts, that I would instead make videos. Videos much harder to steal and copy, I thought. And that is true. People still do it. So back to the shadow banning issue. I would see on videos on my main channel, they would take off, go viral, and then some of them, and not only those, but videos that were doing well, but then suddenly the traffic stopped and it goes straight down, or very rapidly down the curve, right? And then I don't have any statistics and numbers on this. That would be it would be impossible to find. But there seems to be a pattern here. What happens is that when a larger channel steals your video, they call it commentary. They put their silly little face in a frame, and they play your video, which they have stolen from a channel. That kind of video. They call it commentary. When that happens, when a larger channel does that, that's when I see the drop. that's when I see the drop. And there are people out there who will say that they are advertising for your channel. No, that's not how it works. You see, and I've been on YouTube for a while now, and I have a good grasp of how it works, actually. When you have a video taking off, that video has created its own niche in the algorithm. That's how the algorithm understands your video. When someone copies or steals or make a so-called commentary video, you suddenly have competition in that niche. This is extremely important to understand. These commentary videos do not help your channel. Sometimes you can have some kind of collaboration with another creator, but that's different. That's not what I'm talking about here. So I would see it on my main channel mainly, the traffic just dropping, and that's when someone steals your video, a larger channel. This myth about that creates attention to your channel, it drives traffic to your channel, it's rubbish. It's just not true. It might be true if a larger channel makes a commentary video on a smaller channel's video, right? Like if you have 5,000 subscribers and a 500,000 subscribers channel makes a commentary video on one of your videos, that will probably have a small result in a small increase in views on your channel, but only in those cases. So that's my explanation for my beanie. But also, of course, I'm wearing the beanie because I'm now cool. I am a very cool person because I'm wearing this beanie. I will be able to relate to the kids out there because they are wearing beanies, aren't they? I hope. That's a little joke I have. Yeah. So yeah, that's the explanation. That's what I wanted to say, and that's I guess I can say that I am back. For now, I will keep most of the live streams publicly available, but I will make them so that only members can join the chat. Because it's a little bit like this, I have a lot of stuff to do, I have a lot of things going on. I'm in my 50s now, and I just don't want to have to deal with idiots. And I'm not saying that people who are not members are idiots. Of course, I'm not saying that. But you will get the idiots in the chat when everyone can go there. So, like, you can sort of, there's a long list of topics that are interesting to talk about, and I will, but probably not open up for the public discussion in the chat. Like, I can just say Trump, and then everyone goes crazy. I can say flat Earth, and everyone goes crazy, or you get the crazy people joining. It's like clockwork. It's like that every time. And yeah, so, but okay. I just want to spend a few minutes now to talk about the season that we are in. I am looking out my window now here, and the last of the leaves are dropping from the trees. it's still very mild, which is not normal here in Norway. But the weather will shift very soon, and we will have frost. And I think that this is a magical time of the year. Now we have only how many hours of daylight? Let's see. We have um, 5. No, we don't even have 5. Hold on. 5 hours. That was a little, not so much, but we don't even have 12. We don't have 12 hours of daylight. I think we have about 10 or 9 hours of daylight now. And it makes you appreciate those hours more, I think. Um, I know a lot of people are suffering from depression during these dark months, and I guess that's how just how we are, that's how we are sort of almost meant to be, because as it gets darker, you know, you need to lower your well, back in the day, back in the old days, um, you need to spend less energy, and I guess, and people they don't think about this so much, I guess, but um, depression is actually also a mechanism in your body to regulate how much energy you are spending. Um, so there is that as well, you know. Go Code Donny, welcome as a member to the channel. That's awesome. Um, so yeah, I try to walk in the woods every day during the daylight hours. Um, and when I make my videos, like for the main channel, I normally go up in my local woods here. And I do that now when it's still dark. And you've seen it in some of my videos on the main channel. It gets brighter during the video. That's because it takes a little while to film, right? And I'm up there when it's still dark. I light my campfire, and that's not actually something I do because of a dramatic effect or something like that. It's just I have to be up there in the early hours because I have things to do, you know. I have things to do. So, horror business, do you think I should sell those this? Well, uh, yeah, maybe in the future sometime. Um, I think it's Helicon Tex. Is that what they call? I think that those are. It's a Helicon Tex beanie with. You can put a patch here. But of course, you get this in other, not only beanies, but also, I guess, well, mostly beanies, because if you have a cap, you have this thing going out here that will cover the website address. So on beanie, it is, yeah. Yeah, so I go up there very early and I light my campfire. It gets slowly daylight comes in, and it's a magical time of the day, I believe. Yeah. I don't like the evenings so much, because it's like it gets dark at around 6 now, I believe. Let's see. I actually have no, it gets dark at around 5 now, because now we are in winter, this stupid thing with winter what's it, winter time? You set your clock 1 hour forward. That was during the night. I have one of these GPS watches, and it does it automatically. Yes, now it's dark at around 5 here in Norway. That's very early, and people who go to sit in an office and work, they will leave when it's still dark for work. They sit there all day, and when they get out and when they go home, it's dark again. So they don't get to see any daylight, actually, except out of the window in their office, which is a lot of the reason for depression in many people. Jon, hello there. And what can we do about it? Well, I guess we just have to accept that that's nature, but also to keep active. We need to fight that passive mindset and that inactivity. I can feel that mood myself very often. It gets dark early, and you don't want to do anything, but it helps to get out, and yeah. JIL, yes, it's certainly peaceful here in Norway during winter with the snow. I wonder if we will get snow in this part of Norway this year. Last year, or that's actually this year, last winter, lots of snow. But the years before that, hardly any snow at all. So I don't know. Horror business will be in Oslo next month. Yes, it will be cold by then. Absolutely. It will be cold. For me, I can report that there are very few deer louse flies, my nemesis, out of the woods. Brad strung out, have you never seen snow? Oh, okay. Are you nearby Dartmoor, Jon? That gets covered in snow. Yeah, I almost got to go hiking at Dartmoor once, a couple of years ago. Yeah, so it's getting colder, and we haven't really had frost yet, except a couple of nights, but that's normally not enough to rid us of the deer louse flies. They get in my hair and my beard. That's the problem. Yeah, but I got one in my hair yesterday, but it's not much now. It's not much, and in a few days, I guess they will be gone. Actually, some of them, they live through the winter. Now, do they? Do they live through the winter in the fur of the deer, or just the eggs? I don't know. This is disgusting, so we won't talk about that. No, they're not like horse flies. They're very small, actually. Well, like normal flies in size, I guess. They look like spiders or something like that. They tear off their wings when they land on you because they want to live on you and suck your blood. They're parasites, actually. Like those YouTubers who use other people's content to enrich themselves from ad revenue on their own channels. Yeah. Horror Business is asking, are you doing anything for Halloween? me being so old, it means that, and Norwegian means that I didn't really celebrate Halloween. And my kids do, but it wasn't really a thing back then. So, well, I'll be handing out candy, I guess. And my little joke of handing out Brussels sprouts covered in chocolate, I haven't done that yet. Maybe I'll do that this year. My little joke, flying a drone around with a string under it, with a ghost, one of these ghosts you can buy. I haven't done that either. It would be fun to chase the people around with one of those, but they would hear the drone, of course. And I don't think it's legal to fly the drone in among houses. I'm pretty sure that's not legal. Yeah. And Halloween, I don't know what to think about Halloween. I know some people hate Halloween. Some people love Halloween. Some people say it's satanic. Well, it's certainly not satanic, but I don't like the kids being dressed up as zombies and stuff like that. I don't like that so much. It's not like I I can't stand see it. It's not like that, but I'm. It's not my favorite holiday. It really isn't. I like Yule. Christmas. That's what I'm. Yeah, Yule. We say Yule here, but if the kids want to celebrate Halloween, let the kids celebrate Halloween. It's not a big deal. Yeah. Yes, Samhain, Session is a Celtic pagan, of course. Yeah, it's obviously a pagan origin. That's like needless to say, but we are seeing quite a lot of this thing where people, dare I say, Americans. It's like everything I don't understand is satanic. It's a little bit like that. I think people should just be a little bit more chill. It's not a big deal if the kids dress up and walk around like that. It's not a big deal. It's a dress up party for the kids, and yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Yeah, it's commercialized, of course, yes. But I mean, my kids, they are really into Halloween, and they used to decorate the house and the entrance to the house. It was very spooky and all of that, and it's a bit of fun, I guess. So it's not a thing in Italy. Oh, I didn't know that. Hmm. When my kids were small, one year I took not all of my Viking gear, but my Viking gear, and actually the helmet you see. Hold on, there, that helmet, and walked around with them. That was bit of fun, you know. Yeah. Can I just ask if the sound is okay? And if you can hear me, I guess you would have told me. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes the internet connection will mess up the sound, but I think it's yeah, it's okay now. So basically, I am back, and it's, of course, it will be possible for people to steal my content, but I know for a fact that they are not so interested in doing that when they, I mean, if they have to, if they're going to cut out my website address now, they have to cut it, you know, like here, and it will look funny. So yeah, you can't secure yourself 100% against that, but yeah. But this is the best I can do. So, okay. I think that's all for now. I will go and have my breakfast, I guess. And you take care. Have a nice day or evening, whatever it is. Hope you I hope you appreciate, is that the right word? That I'm not gone from this channel, that I will still be here, that I found a solution. It was a very simple solution. But sometimes simple solutions are the best solutions. Okay. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.